Hey guys, today I had a Skype call with a friend and we're talking about, my friend, we're doing stress management, and so I'm her volunteer client, and we're talking about this 21-day program of changing your beliefs. And we had a bit of an aha moment at the end, and I was very excited after this because I think there could be some truth to it. Because just describing the program where you write down the belief you had, like the negative belief that you usually have, that you think is true, you buy into it. It could be deeply embedded in your life, in your mind. See, that's actually pointing to a key distinction here. Is instead of taking all your thoughts and that so personally, see it more from a detached manner. So, I went to a yoga teacher a while ago, and he said, "You are the observer here, and the mind is always like this. It's always talking. It's always chattering." And I remember someone a few years ago saying meditation is just about awareness. That's it. It's just awareness. So, and I was thinking to myself, okay, yeah, so we need meditation. We need tools to change the thoughts. So I'm going to try and make a few points in this video. I'm just trying to put it all together. So, yeah, the exercise is write down how you usually react, and then write down the opposite belief that you'd like to bring on. I haven't received the program yet, like as to what to do. I will in a couple of days, so I'll make a follow-up video. So instead of seeing all your beliefs and thoughts as me, and this is who I am, and I'm stuck with low self-esteem and low self-confidence, and I can never do maths. Like, that was one of our examples. Like, I'm no good at maths. I'm no good at maths. I'm no good at maths. And you always, and the subconscious mind believes whatever it's told. So it's just amazing, really. Like, and the conversation, it's just reminded me of the profound mystery and just how amazing this life is, because maybe if there is truth to this, and I feel like there is, because there's also a distinction of that's come to mind about real truth that comes through conviction and false conviction. Now, something I'd like to bring in here is people growing up in a religion can believe it through fear, and they don't realise this, and they can have daily stresses, and they go to church and they feel great, and not great, but just a relief and hope. But it takes away that personal responsibility of working on yourself, that I think is important. And I don't like to look at it as God, but the universe. And me and Louise are talking about this, but the universe will guide you where you need to go, as long as you take on half of the plate of responsibility. Because when you work on your beliefs, thoughts, and values, etc., you become in line with who you really are. I don't know if this is the soul or what, but the soul does have 6 great characteristics: truth, love, right conduct, etc., non-violence. So this video isn't supposed to be clear-cut accurate. Like, I'm speculating here, but I'm doing my best. So if you practice meditation, you become more of that still awareness, and you see the mind just going like this, and you can kind of laugh at the mind and be like, "Oh, look at my old habits." But then from there, you can be like, "Okay, I'm going to write down this is day 1. I have this belief when I'm doing such and such activity that comes in, creates a negative emotion. The negative emotion creates a decrease in energy, a decrease in motivation, a fear of going back to it, which creates this loop of, this could be linked to PTSD, maybe. where we don't exactly like what the system I'm trying to come up with here is to give us the most personal freedom, but like we can never know exactly what reality is, but what we do have control of is our reaction. So I think this is the best thing to focus on instead of scientific progression on like how many planets are out there. Okay, what difference does that make? Like I mean that's interesting, but I think what really interests me is figuring out mental health and how to improve it and overcome it and become closest to who you're meant to be. I feel like that's what I want to do in my life. I'm about to go to a Buddhist monastery again. I went for a month. When I went there the first time, I was too lost in thinking about the future and other things. This time I just want to really practice stillness, to become that awareness back here, to become aware of this, write it down, record it, what is really going on, and see if I can change those beliefs. I'm sure there's people out there, I haven't done enough research yet, that have successfully changed their beliefs, moved on from those deeply embedded beliefs they thought they couldn't change, and just feel like completely different people, a lot of positive energy. This is one part of the spectrum. I know you need to have a healthy diet and that, but that comes through attitude too, because we run to junk foods and that when we're stressed and whatever. If you were truly in tune with your body and your health, and you'd give your body the right foods. This is all an interconnected system. I believe humans are working towards of knowledge and wisdom to live the best life they can, to be the healthiest selves. Like another factor that gives me faith in the mind being like a computer program and not to take so personally is the Buddhist term of anatta, which is no self. Okay, so I was trying to wrap my head around this to start with, but if you look at your mind as a stream of thoughts, there is no permanence there. Like the attitude of who you think you are is always changing. How you feel is always changing. It's all arising and it's passing away. And how can we say there is a permanent self in there? However, I am not convinced of this yet. I think there could be a soul which embodies those 6 good qualities that we need to get in line with. And to get in line with this, we need to change our beliefs in that so we become more positive, happy people, so we can find our real work that we're meant to do. Like, I fear being disappointed in this. Like, there's a little bit, but after today's like aha moment with my friend, that feeling of like, oh, this really could be something, like, it overrides that doubt, and the doubt is small, and what is that doubt? Maybe that's just old programming, like that needs to be defragged or whatever you call it. So it's a continual progress. I can see this is going to be a continual process of awareness and becoming aware of what's going on, and then changing it through these methods. So I'm excited to see where this leads, but what I'd like to summarize in this video is to not see what you think and feel on that as 100% you. Anger is 1% of you. Say with the program is 100% loaded, and there's components to that program. We all have anger, jealousy, fear. This is the negative side. I suppose lust is negative. But yeah, just those sort of things. And then you have happiness, positivity, optimism, community, connectedness. Community and connectedness, same thing. So we have these, like, it's like situations spark reactions in the program. So how would you put it? So, like, you have a situation where you're stressed, but if you change that program to a positive reaction in your spare time, I don't know how you do this yet, right? But this is a theory in progress. So, yeah, you change it to a positive reaction, you go back to that situation, you can't believe it. Like, you think the problem is outside of you, but it's actually just your mind, and you have so much freedom. I feel like this is a truth, but I haven't embodied it yet. But I have this faith that it is true. So I'm excited to see where this goes, and I hope this video has made you excited about this possibility that you can be free, and your mind can be your best friend. You wake up each day and you're motivated. You're excited about what you can do because you know you can do it, and like, it's just amazing, like, to see where this could lead. So thank you guys. I hope you've gained a lot from this video. Cheers.